G'day folks, how are you? Pakira here and welcome back to Farm Sim 22. This is now time for our third harvest really. We've done the first wheat on 47, that's that small field there. We did the canola the last episode. Today is the beginning of August. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to be doing the top field of wheat as well. And we're going to get stuck in here and get it all rocking and rolling. We're going to go along and we're going to just take a headland off each section actually. I'm actually going to do it this way because my mind works stupidly. Everything should still be hooked up because we haven't changed anything. And we'll just get ready to rock and roll. Yep, lower her down and we're just going to go straight up the guts. Hope everybody is well and welcome back to Farm Sim. So it's been a few episodes of harvest, which is always good. I like harvest time. I think it's it's my favourite part of this game. Always has been. It's an achievement, right? You get to harvest and it's like, yeah, you've got somewhere, and it's just it's so satisfying when you can get a good bit of harvest off as well. And somehow I missed this little section, but hey, it wouldn't be me without missing a section of wheat. So I'm just going to see if we go down here. We're just going to take a nice little bit of wheat off the edges here, just making sure I am not missing any. Probably have, but that's how it is. Hope everybody is well. Hope you all had a good weekend and you are having a good week. This will be out to you Wednesday. And just while it's in the top of my face, the schedule for Farm Sim will now change back again. Now, we did showcase Dwarf Romantic during May, so Friday was taken up with that. I am now moving Farm Sim back to the Friday. So Monday will go to Friday. So it will be out on Wednesdays and Fridays now for Farm Sim. This works better for me, just gives me that extra day on Monday if I have a busy weekend, just to get some things done. You know, if on the Monday I can then try to catch up with anything in any recording sessions or a little extra time like that. So that is kind of why I thought I had put that up. That'll be why I have decided to change it back to Wednesdays and Fridays. Like I said, it gives me a little bit more time, and you can never have too much of that. Alright. As I suspected, I do manage to miss a bit. Which is not, I say it's fine, but not really. Okay, we need to just kind of get a good, there we go, that should do us nicely. No, that button only works in trucking. Oh, here we go, through the trees. So you can see I've missed. I can see up the top here. I've missed. How have we gone here? Oh, we haven't gone too badly. Oh my goodness gracious. Outside view works better, huh? But we're getting it done. Just over there. Whoop. I don't want to be on the gravel too much because any little stones coming through. And we've just missed that little pile there as well, which I'll get later. I am trying to get, doing a lot of bit inside cab and trying to get a little bit, get used to it. I mean, this isn't a very wide header, so it, you know, trying to just line it up, especially when, I'm just trying to line it up a bit as best as I can. Sometimes you do quite miss those, but that's all good. We got that done and dusted. I think what we do now is just going to cut in the middle here as best as I can, but I'm going to try and line this up as to a good 90-ish or so. Let's see how we go with 90. Yep. Okay. Excellent. So we are doing the front field, the top field. We are finally finishing. This is the last field to harvest. So it is a massive change. It's gonna, I mean, we're gonna have a lot of wheat now in the field, in our silo. So I'll go towards the chooks. We'll store some for selling as well. And one thing I did contemplate before this, and I may do it next season. We'll be putting wheat or barley on here next season. And what I'm thinking of doing is we'll probably maybe start looking at either taking straw straight off this field, and then just selling it as straw, or we may just look at baling it up. But the thing is, with baler, you need the extra expense of baling. And you know, everything else like that. So hit me down below in the comments what you think we should do. If we should look at just taking straw off and just, you know, looking at storing and selling straw directly, or should we maybe just go that little bit couple of steps further, I guess, and just, you know, getting the straw off the field and just baling it up for bales and selling bales. Be interested, especially you guys who play farm sim, what your thoughts would be. It's not a huge field, but I think we can get at least, I think baling wise, we can probably get a few bales off it. Yeah, just to get a little bit of a difference as well, be quite nice. But at this stage, we still, I know we've got 90k in the bank, but we still got a big loan to pay off, and you know, splashing cash on a baler. I don't know, I've got to look at that and as well. But again, we could always lease the baler anyway, so that might not be too bad. But yeah, let me know down below, because even if we just take the straw off it, we still need to either buy or probably lease a foraging wagon. So I think that's the right wagon, so we can get you know, pick up the straw as well. We need a special wagon for that. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what your comments and thoughts are. Hit me down below, look, guys, like I said, and let me know what you think. I'm gonna just go to about here. My wheel needs adjusting in this game. It looks like there's been an update. There has been. 1.5 was an update, and it's changed the settings of my wheel. That's why I'm finding it a little bit, I like a little bit of resistance on my wheel, just especially when I'm trying to line it up. But we should be okay. It's not too bad. We're getting it back to the hang of it there. There we go. So stick about 90ish. Try and get. Oh, whoa. Okay, we are full. I completely forgot all about that. So we will just do a reverse jobby, and we'll go and, like I said, I'm not going to hook up the trailer just to take it to the silo. So the harvester can do the magical trick that we like to do in this farm. Completely forgot about keeping an eye on how full she was. But that's good. We got a full tank off this little bit. So we probably, I'm really confident we'd be close to, if not be able to get just a second full tank off this. It'd be quite nice actually. So we've got 8,500 litres going in on top of what we already had, which was about 11, I think. Okay. There you go. I was just going to say, you'll notice the beacon was gone, but that just gives me an indicator of how full we are, and we are now, obviously the beacon's automatically switched off because we've got under a certain total. I think it comes on about 75 to 80% of the when the capacity hits. It's an automatic one. It's part of a mod, so it's quite cool actually. And so there was 1.5 patch. I did know, just kind of remembered that had come out. Yeah, so we all just some extra fixes and stuff that came through on that, so it was interesting. I was actually quite surprised that there was a 1.5 patch. I mean, it's good in a way because they're getting stuck into fixing and rectifying issues, but I did know everything. All my other keybinds are fine. There is precision farming that needed updating as my mods, but I don't actually use precision farming, and I am actually not going to ever use precision farming. I don't know. Just something I'm not really keen on, and I don't really want to get into it with that. All right. We'll get back onto the 90. We're not too far off here. We are good to go. You can see where we've been a little bit wonky. I mean, we never are perfectly straight, are we? We're a little bit wonky. Nothing wrong with being a bit wonky. These people walking through my farm. I tell you what, I keep going to the. I've been to the council and said, hey, look, you need to do something about this stupid public land crap, public pathway and this stuff. It's like, you know, if they're not going to get out of the way, and I can't close off the area when I'm harvesting and doing, you know, big machinery work, then I'm not going to be responsible for someone accidentally falling in the combine. Oh my goodness. So, you know, like councils are, they're never the quickest to get back to you, huh? Let's get to about, I want to get 270 here. Yeah, I probably could have taken most of this up with one go, but we'll be fine. Now, I have mentioned a few times regarding another series for Farm Sim coming out. I'll be honest with you, I am in the process of umming and ahhing a lot about that. I do like the map. I have played a little bit of it. A beautiful map. I think it would be perfect. More in line with, you know, New Zealand in the sense of the Southern Hemisphere and everything else. But I'll be frank with you. I don't know if bringing in a second series while this one is still running or waiting until this ends is going to be the right thing to do. Mainly because I play these games for fun, but I do also put them on YouTube. And I don't get much in the way of views for Farm Sim comparison to, for example, the trucking. Excuse me. And it just makes me wonder if it's worthwhile. I am going to keep going with Elmcreek because for now, until we probably get to a position where the production chain is really ramped up fully, and we're getting huge, production out of it consistently, and maybe even when we're in a position to buy a bakery and stuff. That's the ultimate goal. I think to buy a bakery and go through the baking process as well, so a mill and a bakery to be able to then convert all our wheat and barley and stuff into bread, as well as oil production. It's just, yeah, look, what it comes down to is, as much as I do enjoy this and do it for fun, that's why I don't look at numbers too much and everything. It just, there's a time and place where you kind of come to, is it worth the time and effort in terms of recording and editing and uploading, I guess, and doing all that stuff when I'm not getting many views. So obviously with a current series like this, it's been going for about almost 50 episodes now. There's no inclination to stop. It's just in regards to continuing or starting a new series. So I'm not really sure, those of you who do watch this, whether you've commented before or often, or you just chill and watch it in the background. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this. Should we keep Elmcreek going as we are twice a week, or one of the other things I'm thinking of is just knocking it down to once a week and bringing in the other series on the other day? So like Wednesday might be Elmcreek, Friday might be the Southern Land one. Yeah, like I said, 2 minds, 3 minds, 4 minds about that. So I would really appreciate your input for those of you who do watch this. But yeah, like I've kind of explained some of my thinking about it, and if I do wait and to hold off until this series ends, it will be a wee while yet. Even at 2 episodes. I know I've done a lot of contracting, which I could probably cut out, but I do feel the contracting offers a little bit of a point of difference, because until we get everything, here's me pushing all these buttons for looking around that I have. Oh my god, how did I, oh see, how did I miss that? But until we, where was I? My train of thought. Oh, I can't remember now. So yeah, that's where my thinking anyway. I just don't know if maybe introducing a new season, a new series will liven up this one as well. I mean, I do appreciate all the support that I get for this one. And I know you guys do enjoy it, and that's the main thing, you know. But like I said, there's no point. I'm not going to suddenly stop this because even though the views aren't high, I mean, my channel overall doesn't generate much. It's a small, tiny channel, so it's very hard to be, you know, pushed and promoted and all that jazz on YouTube. So I do appreciate what I get. It's just, like I said, I don't know if bringing in another series and splitting the days between 2 series is going to be worth it, or I don't know. We just continue with this only, and you know, the new series will come at the end if there's enough interest. So we got that little bit there. So I'm just going to raise the head. And then we'll go and get those little patches. But yeah, please do let me know down below what your thoughts are. I would really be interested to see and hear, because at the end of the day, you are the guys and gals who watch this stuff. You know, you get out what you get out of it. Like as much as I enjoy doing it, it'd be interesting to see what your thoughts are on it. But contract work is kind of discussion I was going to start with. You know, I know I do show a bit of that, and sometimes it's good. I feel it's good because it gives a bit of difference, different sizes in some other fields, and a bit of cultivating work, which we don't actually do much of in this farm because we don't need to. But it's also the possibility, in the past I've done a bit of fertilizing and seeding and sowing and stuff, but I may look at changing up some of the contracts as well, if we do some more contracts to baling. At the moment it's grass baling only, and that's a bit of a shame because I've had issues with grass baling on this game, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, let's go and get into offloading this. Double check the field is good. So we've got 4,450 off this one, so 8.5, so about 12, 13, almost 13,000. Yeah, hang on, over my maths. Yeah, 12 and a half or so. So that's quite good. I'm pretty happy with that. It's a decent yield. I think the yield in this field was pretty good because we did mulch it. And I am going to do a little bit of change. Oh my goodness gracious me, parts, buttons. I will be looking at doing a few changes. I did mention it in the last video, I believe it was, or the other one, when we were ploughing field 47. Not ploughing, we were harvesting field 47. I'm probably going to look at going through and ploughing that field, and I'm probably going to do the same with the top field now as well. I think the field formerly known as Sheila's is all good to go. I'm just going to turn this off and jump into the PDF and we'll show you. Okay, if I look at the fields here, what we're showing you is, so they've all been harvested, which is good. But what I want to kind of show you here is just if you can look at the state of them all. They're very patchy in terms of fertilization. We've been quite lucky we haven't had to fertilize much, if at all. But now you're seeing some patches come through. We can see field 47 actually needs liming. So I'm thinking what I might do. Now I was going to leave this field. It's a little bit piddly in terms of fertilizing, but we can cover that anyway, I think, when we seed and stuff. But again, for field 45 and 46, and especially 47, what I'm thinking of doing is we're probably going to go straight through. We're going to lime it and then we'll plough it in. Yeah, I think we can lime and then plough. Would be makes more sense that we kind of plough the lime into it. Once we've done that, then we'll get back to the stage. Obviously, we'll have to pick the stones off it, and then we'll get it back to ready to plant, which is good. I'm probably going to leave 48 and 49 for another season, but I'm thinking we've just done wheat on 45 and 46. It's a little patchy in areas, but it's not too bad. But I might just, I'm in two minds, we might look at doing that as well for 45, 46, just ploughing it through. But I think what we might do is just wait till it comes back up and needs a bit of lime, which shouldn't be too far off actually. Probably next harvest we'll probably look at doing that. But yeah, definitely 47. We're going to get into what we're going to do is we're going to lime it, then we're going to plow it in, and then we'll be stone pick it, and then we'll get ready to, once the stone picks, we'll be right to plant again. Now I'm probably going to look at putting wheat, probably put barley on here as a bit of a change because we did have wheat. Then we're probably going to do another season of wheat up here in the top field, and of course this will be another season of canola. Just some thoughts on the top of my head anywhere there, folks. And if we go, so that's all we really need. Nothing does need ploughing. I mean, technically in this game you don't need to plough unless it's a root crop. But again, the reason I want to kind of especially plough through 47 is you can see all those little patches from previous plough that we didn't really quite get with the plough and everything else. So yeah, a bit of investment. I do have a harrow that we can use. It's over there by the shed, which was what we used in the past and probably will use again. So let's have a look here. We can see, we've got 23,500 litres of wheat, 12,890 litres of canola, which needs to go and be transported to the refinery. Barley, we've got 11,100 oats. Actually, we need to get that done. So let's go. That trailer's all good. We've got 11,000. That is a 8,000 litre. Hang on, let's have a look here. I'm just. 12,000. So even with the 12,000 capacity, we're going to have to probably do 2 trips. So we might as well do 2 trips with 8 rather than change it up. So I'm going to do that now. So, oh, how's the chooks? Got a little bit of food, so we'll be okay. We've got a full pallet and a bit of eggs too, so I need to do a little bit of that action as well. Right. Let's go and hook up the trailer. I'm probably going to need to... oh, the brain. Right. She needs a post-harvest wash. Before Kate complains. So bring her over here. Cool, turn her off. So she's ready to rock and roll for a wash. Jump into the tractor, load up one batch of canola. I'm going to take that down to the plant and activate it, and we'll then come back for the second. Okay, let's get that done. So this episode will be a little bit longer, but I'll just show you. We'll get that done and dusted now. We'll go and take this to the oil refinery, oil mill, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, oil refinery is more for like crude oil. But we'll go and get this done now. We will obviously have to put on the hazards. We'll go and drive down there and get this sorted, and we should be ready to rock and roll then. It'll be pretty good. Can unload this, switch on, get everything started for the canola, and then we'll come back and I will get the second lot loaded and unloaded off camera, ready for the next episode, which will be next Wednesday. So I'm not sure at this stage what it's going to entail, because I know we might be at a situation, probably contracting. Yes, contracting. Again, let me know if you want me to skip a lot of stuff. I'm happy to probably almost stream some of that stuff. If you got this far in the video, yeah, comment on what you would like to see. If you're happy with the flow and what go, that's even perfectly fine. Let me know that as well. But you know, I do enjoy doing a bit of contract work, and maybe we'll see what's around. We probably do need to fill the feed the chooks as well. I want to double check, and we should have more than enough water, but I'll do all that checking anyway. And if we do need to come close to feeding the chooks, I'll do that off camera anyway. Oh, goodness gracious. Right, here we go. I'm going to go in the other way. So I can get a good line up here and unload this baby. There we go. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to just leave the engine running. I'm going to race around and look at making sure everything is started. So, canola oil is activated. We are going to be producing, one oil for every 2 canola. So, yep, it is running. Sunflower oil is obviously out. But we'll start making some more canola, and we're going to be bringing over 12,000 in total, and we've got no pallets. Because if we had, I would be running them over. Okay, folks, I want to thank you all for joining me today. Let me know down below all the comments and stuff, all the questions that I've asked. I've asked a lot. Be interesting to see your thoughts and suggestions on what I've discussed in regards to series and what other things we do as well. Until next time, folks, I am Pakira. As always, take care of yourselves and each other. And if you want to check out the last video or some latest videos, make sure you check out what's coming up. Till next time, kia kaha.